Hey, it's me. Morning, everyone. All right, problem after problem, but I think we're here. Let me get a mic check. Let me get a mic check, check. Good. Mr. Eric. Sweet. Yeah, lots of problems this morning. The computer did not want to be my friend. I think we're good now. We're up at the pivot. That's the first thing I noticed. We're at the pivot and they're trying to hit it. So do they find a pinprick and then run it? Let's dive right in. Hold on. I have to resize all this stuff because I had to hard restart my computer. That was not what I wanted to do. Why is it being okay? All right, starting at the daily chart. First thing we're going to do, we're going to look at the range. Okay, we're inside the narrowest range last 7 days. We're going to use the Keltner channels. All right, so we're just, we got a spinning top here, folks. There's not a whole lot to see. We're going to be playing the range. Good, good, good. If we start to shoot out of the range, oh, we do have news coming in 4 minutes, by the way. News in 4. If we do start pumping out of the range, what we want to see is, do they continue the daily position 1? Do they continue the daily position 1? That's what we're going to find out today, folks. Okay. This, if this were on a 2-minute chart, I would not be bullish until we begin to break structure and have a change of character. Right now, this wick gets retraced as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to put a line down there so we remember what we just said. Okay. It's the same thing. That's the NASDAQ. It's the same thing on this right here. Let's put a line down there so we remember what we said. We filled the gap. Now what? Right? That's how I always look at this. You know, now on the bullish side, draw on liquidity inside the fair value gap. Okay. And then you could argue that this could be either a shoulder or not, right? So if this is the shoulder, either this is the breaker block or this is the breaker block, right? Depending on how you're structuring it. So if this is the shoulder, it's supposed to come back down. Now it doesn't mean it has to just go right down today. Does it come back for a draw on liquidity and then start coming down, or not? Let's take a look at the 4 hour, right? So that it kind of shows it better. On the 4 hour, all we've done is come into a narrow state. What is the next direction it moves from this narrow state? I'll be trading small ball, small size, narrow state on the 4 hour chart. Let's go to 15-minute. Bullish. Wow. Yeah, they moved. Okay, first reaction was up. First reaction was up, fam. All right, what I'm going to do now, while you guys are watching the tape, I'm going to put my Mancinis in. It'll be just a minute. Got to get my levels. Leg down only if we go below 04. Okay, now that's what it was yesterday, too. Work its way to 56, dip, then move to 76.87. Okay. He's got it precisely planned out. Yeah, lots of news. Let's get to that. The question is, how important is the news? That's the question. All right, so ADP employment was at 8:15 this morning. Treasury refunding and international trade in goods and services was at 8:30. The first tick was up. All right, then we got the federales at 9 a.m. and then PMI composite at 9:45, and it's actually the final ISM services index. But notice that the only thing that was big red was right here, and that already fired off. And then more federales later on in the afternoon. All eyes on Friday, February 7th, in employment situation, 8:30 a.m. Ooh. Did they just draw the Lickles? Are they hanging out with Don Lickles? Well, I want to remind everyone we are narrow range. Calternius channels unite. That's just too big of a stop on a day like this. To short that? Sorry. So sorry. Can't short. Who you think I was? Don Lickles? Hey. I'm going to be patient. And just to remind you, small ball. Oop, I got to turn the chat on for the stream. Small ball while we're narrow range. Small ball. Now, small ball is not a derogatory term, right? That's not like, oh, this guy's being a wimp, right? That is, okay, this guy is trading, playing poker in a different manner, right? If we're thinking about small ball poker. Close to the vest. ABC. against a table of tourists and rocks. That sets the table, right? That sets the scene. Okay, 15-minute KISS chart is up. 2-minute KISS chart is up. Show me a draw on the sell side liquidity for Daddy. Thank you. I just told you what my next trade is. Slight skew left bell-shaped curve. On days of bell-shaped curves, that is when most not yet profitable traders suffer or have the most challenges. When your volume profile is bell-shaped, almost perfectly like this one is, this is when not yet profitable traders have the most challenges. I thought that was going to be a big yucky yawn. I was going to try to turn the camera off and stuff. How is everyone this morning? We got a bunch of snow. It's like 16 degrees outside. I'm going to close the window. $23. Yeah, see, that's cold. You guys have a lot of humidity? This is our first actual snow of the year. I mean, it's happening in February. It's pretty, I don't know. There's, if you guys want to see a ton of snow, Google how much snow is at Crater Lake right now. Crater Lake National Park. It's the most snow since like 1952 or something like that. It's absolutely crazy how much snow is down there. We got a lot of volume at 40. %. Okay, so that's not terrible, right? So 23 feels like if there's a slight wind chill, like 21, 22. We don't have any humidity here. And so usually it feels a little bit warmer. And when it's hot, it feels a little bit cooler, a lot cooler. Like when it's 100 degrees here, you don't really know it's 100 degrees until you stand directly in the sun and just then it just gets hot because there's no humidity. Like we go down to like 7% humidity. It's insane. right off the pivot. I'm still here. If we see anything, right, I need draw on liquidity down at that 200. Show me a draw on liquidity down underneath the 200 and right, because I can't go long after it's touched upper Keltner. I can go long after it's touched lower Keltner. Show me the draw on plan. Because 15-minute position 1 fractal up and 2-minute position 1 fractal up. Okay, I need a snip dip. Swoop and dip. Show me a nice dip under that 37. And as you can see, the red light is on. Unless you're long from the bottom, you can't really be going long, right? You can be long around 7:14 a.m. And you could be holding, but there's not much since then. The boondiada, boondiada. Okay, so there would not be any shorting if you're just looking at these two charts. So, do you guys see the G-Man trade? Like the actual G-Man? Type a Y in the chat if you see it. And how many of you are in it? T1 43.75. Right, traders? 4 contracts have traded there so far. Everybody's playing the same game. They knew old losing LTD was going to short 40.50. Right? Right, fam? Now, as you can see here, I'm not in any trades, right? Because this is narrow range. We have to be very careful here, right? Very careful, okay? Let's go, Mart. Here's the thing about the trade, right? It's not like we're introducing a new trade or reinventing the wheel or that G-Man needs to explain anything. Folks, where did you lose all of your money? You, not anyone else. Where did you lose all of your money? When you were testing, where did you strike out the most? It's the same pattern every single time. Every time. So if we were shorting out of context, that's where you would have shorted off of Upper Keltner on the the bear 180. So therefore, when it doesn't make the money that it's supposed to, and it starts to turn around, okay, let me show you. I'm not going to draw it. When the bear 180 off of Upper Keltner out of context is what most of you are missing in this thing what I'm saying. The most important thing that I'm saying to you right now is out of context. Shorting out of context. Yeah, but Rev, it's the perfect pattern. The pattern of what? To get your nuts slapped? Okay? Remember that slap chop commercial? How many times are you going to allow it to happen to yourself? So think about this. What I mean is, event is not before context. I'm speaking to the old losing you, right? The old losing you. Because the rest of us, okay, as we're speaking in future terms of the professional trader that we are, the rest of us understand that that's where you lose all your money. That's where you you personally, you have lost every single time. Right here. So if the stop is created here, I should be in this trade. I actually should be in this trade because it's the actual G-Man trade because it's above the VWAP. Everything lines up, right? So you would go long where the old you shorted. That's the G-Man trade, okay? Less shake weight, more slap chop. How interesting of a comment. Oh, I love it. No, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just being theatrical. I love it. And yes, thank you for reminding me. It is a Deadpool quote. All right, Jonathan's going for the next Mancini level. He's going Mancini to Mancini. He's through the pivot. He's going for it. That's right. Yep. Did you guys see that he liked our review yesterday? He liked the biggest scammer on YouTube's post. See, here's the thing. If I'm the biggest scammer on YouTube, what am I scamming? All I ask for is you to hit the like button. Just hit the like button. I'm going to scam you out of a push of the like button. Oh my goodness. What am I scamming you for? I love it. The biggest scammer on YouTube. But Mancini, he's the real deal. Two different types of people here. I love it. He is. Yep. He's probably in here. All right, we got a new sub. 03. Yo, what's happening? Welcome. Welcome. I do believe this is a hurry up and wait for Friday, fam. So we need to play it as such, right? If they know what this number is, let's take a look at the larger time frames, right? Okay, if they know what this number is, folks, watch. Let's just kind of play it out here. And let's play both sides of it. Let's make sure that we're looking at both sides of it. Let's go to the 4 hour. Here's what I think. I think this is all just a grab. I think that, okay, it's either they're going to grab that they grabbed here, okay, or they need more liquidity down here. Okay, if it doesn't just go straight back into the order block here. Breaker block, whatever you want to call this, depending on what it is, right? Okay, 43.75, I believe, was your first target if you're long. I absolutely spaced out the 40-50 long. I was doing so many other things. I just like here's what I thought. I thought, no, I'm not gonna go short. Right here. And then I didn't think like, okay, so if we're not gonna go short, and that's where I lost all of my money, right? A plus B equals okay. We don't want to short against this. Look, when it looks literally just like this, you don't short against it on the 2-minute chart, right? So let's bring in the analog, because this isn't like, oh, hey, look, this is just something that, you know, it's literally the analog again. Let me show you. We were right here. Now we're right here. Okay, this is the 200, this is the 20, and this is the price. You can add the 8 in there if you want to. Okay, look. Look at the removal. Fam. You can do all four. Andy, do all 4 boxes check here? Can you just give me a confirmation, please? To me, all 7. Those of you that have had a coaching call with me in the last week, all 7 are met. Right here. So there's no more shorts. Look, after this closes here, this is the 15-minute chart. After this closes right here, there's no more shorts. This says absolutely not. Oh, for sure. You absolutely got your 43.75s, my friend. That is a one hell of a folks. You look. All he did was figure out where not to trade, right? So the first thing that he figured out was where not to short, right here. Uptrend, right? The 2-minute fractal and 2-minute position 1, 15-minute fractal and position 1. The thing that you don't want to do is short right here. Because when it creates this removal, this stop level, that's the risk. This is the risk. If it goes underneath here, I am wrong. If it goes underneath here, is no longer that trade, is no longer the same trade. So, as you can see, boop, all the way up into the 45s. All the way into the 45s. Great trade. Wonderful, wonderful. And yes, I'm looking at it in hindsight. We learn the most if we don't recognize it now, right? But we see it in the future. So now think about this. What if the Keltner came up and we got a bull 180 right here, okay? We're not going to short it because it's with context. So then that would be our signal. Not to mention it's going to be right on the Mancini 37. Right on it. And okay, now we got some confluence, fam. Look, 37. Let me make sure I'm not saying 37 reclaim works to 56. That's also the VWAP. Good. If you zoom out on this, check this out. Just think of the level 37, right? I'll draw a line on it. Watch this. Let me find it. 37. What? Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. 37. If you look at it, it tells a story. Oh, no. The early buyers get slapped, chopped, topped, and cropped, right? I'm being silly, right? Okay. Then they're like, okay, well, we have it at whatever liquidity level it is down there. I'm only looking at 37. So then the story that's being told to me is, okay, now the average price is coming up above 35, 36. 37 touches for 10 minutes, 12, 14 minutes right there. Test it again, go through it, test it, okay, play around it, start oscillating around it, and then they slingshot it to the upside. So now it's a reclaim. So now what we want to see is 37 hold, 37 test and hold, or it just pushes right to 56. 56. Yeah, simple. And we don't care which way it goes. We really, really don't care which way it goes. That's most people spend all of their mental bandwidth trying to figure out, caring which way it goes. It doesn't matter as long as our pattern repeats. That's it. But I want to remind everyone about something. Trading is a mental game. That's it. I can show you these patterns all day long. You're not going to win the next one unless you change the mental part of your trading. It will never change. Your trading will never change. That's where a coach comes in. Ooh, monologue right past it. Good call. I have to go get my caffeine. This is me sans caffeine, fam. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. It's my favorite time of the morning. Let's go ahead and get our glasses in the air. Let's go ahead and cheers to a wonderful, safe trading session. Team Green, let's see it. Upper Keltner's a wunderbar exit. 47.25. Watch yourself. Here it comes. There's no way. 47.25 coming. Not only did we get a cheers, folks, you got a wonderful trade going on here. Good. How much liquidity is above 46.25? I'm the biggest scammer on YouTube. I don't know what I'm scamming, but all right. I still have no trades on, folks. I told you what I need. I need a draw on liquidity on the sell side with the perfect rotation. Give me the Tony L. Give me the green overtakes red. Give me the bull 180, right? At lower Keltner, at VWAP, lining up with the 1.21 gigawatt flux capacitor, 37 Mancini. Okay, now we're talking something that I want to trade, right? I'm not here to not trade my A++++. Okay? There is some confluence brewing down there, and I want to be a part of it. That sounded important, didn't it? And I want to be a part of it. It's drama. I'm not really worried about it. Oh, nice. I love it. Good. It means he didn't put in the work. He thought he was just going to get the answers. Yeah. And even though he was told, right? Even though he was told it's 3, you need 3 of them to get the full content, and there's space in between each one. You don't just graduate from university because you attended the first day. It absolutely will not make you magically profitable. 47.25 is your first target. 47.25 first target. How many of you are in this long? It's the perfect size stop. G-Man says 55. All right, there's your target, fam. There's your target. Perfect trade. Smash that like button if you learned that trade and you took it. Or if you at least see it. How about give me a like if you, even if you didn't take the trade, you see it. How about that? That's an even exchange. Golf club. Great job, guys. So then your upper Keltner, so now look, your upper Keltner is starting to turn up, right? So now 48.67. If you have more to run, you have more to run. There was no pullback, right? When that bar closed, right here, you had one chance to get in. One downtick. So when this says, like when your timer on the bar says like 1 second, that's when you put the order in. So you can be first in line when the bar opens again. Because remember, there's a second lag time for it to recalculate on NinjaTrader for the next bar. Right? Thanks, Tom Quimby. Thank you so much. Wait. Should I hit the dislike button because I didn't take the trade either? I got caught monologuing. Here's another reason it was great. Are you guys ready? Those of you that have had a call with me in the past few days, right? And those of you that have had at least your second call. Combo wombo, right? Hawaiian with bacon? Anyone? Thank you, Jonathan. You guys know what to do when I get caught monologuing. I don't need to say it. Smash the like button. I got to scam you out of something, right? Come on. I'm gonna scam you out of that perfect trade that we've all learned together. I don't know. I love it. Ultra. I was very, very good at Killer Instinct. I just want to warn you, when I could hit all of those with every character. Fatality. Ultra. Now remember the context, right? It's cool that people see the pattern or what we call the event, right? That's great. Hey, cool, right? But did you check the context first? Or did you just see the candlesticks? Okay. That's more important than, oh, look, I saw the trade and I took it. It's like, okay, but did you see the context in which the trade was taken? That'll help you in the future, right? Upper Keltner. Welcome to the Upper Keltner fam. $50.50 would be 2R. This thing's like a freight train. So at 40 was where all the volume started. Am I reading that right? Yeah, 40 on the 8:40 a.m. bar. Hodl. Big round number of 50 coming up. Ooh, excuse me. I couldn't stop yawning. Did I get too much sleep? Up or counter? 1,122 contracts at 43. Uh-oh. There's two things that could happen, G. That is a thank you transaction, or F you, pay me. Copy that? Thank you transaction, F you, pay me. That's the two things that can happen to that bid. You know what I mean? And so you play it as such. You don't want your stop on it, and you want it to not. You want it to pink and then go, or you want it to make it chase, right? Let's go. Yeah, I mean, it's where you don't want your stop, because if you do you want to become their Huckleberry? Because all you would be doing is you would be minusing to it 1121. That would be you right there. Bink, 1121. Those are the things that I think of when I see stuff like that. That's a big bid. That is no joke. People think that there's this, what do they call it? Where they put the orders on and off real fast. What's that called? Okay, spoofing. Folks, listen. If spoofing were plus EV, if spoofing were plus, can you see me? Look, if spoofing were plus EV, it would be done. Okay. Just because there's a news article about something that has orders that go on and off real quick doesn't mean that it's spoofing. Okay. That guy only made 800 grand. I hope you guys understand. Okay. 50-50. My chair is wobbly. Uh-oh. I think G-Man's going to get his 55s. I really do. I think it goes Mancini 37, Mancini 56. Why fall short here, right? Think of, let's say people wanted to short a big round number. I don't know why you would, right? Or sell a big round number. Why wouldn't they just run the stops of it a little bit? So 300 have left the station. So he's down to 867, right? So 250 left. So 250 moved up. That's probably just the automated order that stays about 6 points away from it, right? So your first large order above is 55. Watch and see if that order changes as it moves away from it or as it gets closer to it. Great job, everybody. Great job. Be right back. I got to go get the vitamins in me. One minute. Great trading, those of you that nailed it. Great job. Okay, 20 seconds. Oh, now it can go up. Ryan got stopped out. That was a tight stop, buddy. Tight stop. Are they working that 43 order?
Order submitted. Order filled.
They're selling it now. Let's see if they recover. Win or lose, it's a good one, right? Like I said, I'm just remaining small. Just taking the trades. What I like about this one is it's the G-Man and the LTD at the same time. This is a very high probability of success. This has, even if this trade loses right here, this has one of the highest probabilities of success that we trade. Right, literally right here. This is the trade of succession. Gabels, do you see your trade and my trade at the same time? Gabels, this is the only time I'm ever going to say this. So now think about this. Now think about what's just happened. Think about this. Can I go full screen? Well, let me see if it works. Hold on. Fam. Listen to me. When you have the G-Man and the LTD trade, almost 100% success rate. Watch this. When you have the G-Man and the LTD trade, it's almost a 100% success rate. Watch this, watch this, watch this. When you have the G-Man and the LTD trade, it's almost a 100% success rate. Watch this, watch this. When you have the G-Man and the LTD trade, it's at the same time, it's almost 100% success rate. Okay, watch this, watch this. When you have the G-Man and the Sage FT trade, it's almost a 100% success rate. Watch this, watch this. Need I say more, fam? Do your homework. You don't just think about what I'm saying. Visualize it. Look, if you can't visualize it, get a call. If you can't visualize what I'm talking about, I will show you. What's our LTD? Right? Pull back, green overtakes red. Pull back, green overtakes red. What's the G-Man? The opposite of it, right? Now, okay, now watch. Here's the exercise. Watch. I'm going to bring it out of full screen, and you're going to look at the screen, and I'm going to do it again. Watch. Ready? Watch this. Ready? Here we go. This is fun. Folks, this is awesome. Check this out. Okay, so now, remember what I said. We have the G-Man. Okay, well, follow my cursor. We have the G-Man and the LTD. 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 Almost a 100% success rate if you look at them correctly using the 8 EMA, 20 SMA, and the VWAP. Almost a 100% success rate. You're going to find out for yourself. Because what are we doing? Are we filtering in or are we filtering out? In or out, fam? Type it in. Is it in or out? And when Joey and those guys are talking about pinpricks and daggers, right? That sets the stop. Ooh, let's test it. Let's test it. Everybody, watch out, microphones, watch out. I'm not going to talk loud. I'll talk quiet. Okay. This is negative 11.4. Let me look at main scene. Oh, -4. Okay, okay. So the floating head is quieter. Okay, copy that, copy that. Full face. Okay, so -4. Thank you, Andy. And it's going to be a 1-2, mic check 1-2, mic check 1-2. Yo, what's up, buddy? Perfect, thank you. And it's going to be a 55 for G-Man. He called it an hour ago, folks. Let's go! Miss Robbins says, pay the lady. Yeah, bottom. Mancini, 56, so you can consider it. Check mark. Hey, coming straight at you from the biggest scammer on YouTube. Let's go. It's so funny. Like, what am I scamming? I'm showing you what I'm doing. You can hear my Ninja Trader. Oh, it did. That's right. Okay, I have an ES. So you guys can see my trades. Very simple. And the ES one, just to be full disclosure, the ES one is in the simulator. So when I switch over to accounts, don't go, see, look, he's fake. Look, he's fake. No, I told you, I'm in the penalty box. I'm trading small, right? I'm in the penalty box, right? So here's what I got. Let's go. Woo. Hot stuff. He's a scammer. Look at him. Look at him. He's a scammer. I love it. I love it. We just narrated the best narration on YouTube right here, right now, over the past hour and 42 minutes. Cool. Right on. Hey, here's the deal. If you don't find my information valuable, thank you. We're not a match. Thank you. Scam tease. I'm just here to just what would I even say, right? I'm here to see. Here's the deal. I'm too empathetic to be a scammer. You know what I mean? What is it, right? Like, nah, man, because I don't want nobody scamming my family. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't make any sense. Oh man. What a morning. What a morning. That's what it is. Drum sets and stuff like that, right? All right, let it breathe, let it breathe. All right, let's see if they take him by the old throat again at 54. Now notice there. I'm not going to take this trade, and here's why. Okay, I don't think this is the same thing as what we just took. It is not the same thing as what we just took. Okay, the reason is if this bar closes green up here, okay, up here. Let's just imagine that it does, right? Weak traders would short here because they see the breakdown. They're like, "Oh, this is great. This is a great trade. Oh, I'm going to short this." Okay. But what they're not realizing is they're trading against the context, right? And so if they're trading against context, what the other traders are doing is they're looking to go long against it. Okay. Now I don't believe that this is a long. Okay. And here's why. I want the regular LTD pullback on the other side of it, right? So if the perfect short is here for the losing traders, they get clipped. They lose their money. If the perfect G-man is long here, okay, that would actually be the tier 2 G-man, right? The tier 1 is the one first off of the VWAP, right? Okay. But then do you see the LTD trade with the G-man trade? Okay, if you're going long because you would have shorted here, okay, you're going long because this is the LTD pullback to the 20 in the reversal. So when you get this and you get both of the trades together, okay, it works even better if you get a green overtakes red where the G-man short starts. Right? It gets even better. It gets even better. What does that stand for again, LTD? Ryan, one of the original members. Oh, Ryan. I know. Dopamine levels. I know. Like this right here is the best one. I missed this trade when I shouldn't have, right? Because here's the G, right? Excuse me. So here's where we would have shorted, right? Because we see the red overtakes green at the upper Keltner. So here's the G, okay? And here's the LTD. Right, folks? Same stop. Basically the same entry. And so then you have the double, right? Ah, good. Off the pivot, skiboink. Good call on 55G. Everybody's front running the 56. That tells me 56 is going to get lit. Lit, y'all. No cap. It's typed in, Ryan. Scroll up. He's racking his brain on something that's already been typed in. Here, I believe every time. Where is Carl? Elijah, where is the bot? There it is. Yeah, the bot's still there, right? The name of the bot is LTD. Carl, Carl, come back. I'm sorry. Interesting. Mega. What? What? That's an Adderall brain loop that I am not going down. Oh man. Damn. It's been a wonderful morning. How are we? Are we outside narrow range yet? Anyone confirm or deny? We are not. And nowhere near. We need 17 and a quarter points. Trappy. Oh, so trappy. Bullish if you look at the moving averages. Bearish if you look at the previous candle. Jason, did you get your 585? Did you hold for 585? If you didn't, Rosie is now named LTD. We decided to put our pinkies up a little bit. Jason held for 585, folks. No. $37 now support. All right, so there's the marching orders. Huggy Bear laid it out so y'alls can plays it out. The target animation on Streamlabs is the same as some wonky button on Streamlabs or the web browser. Fault. Oh. Oh, Ryan. That's actually really funny. Notice that even though we've had this nice rise, right? If we just zoom out, right? Hey, that looks really, really bullish. Do you realize that we're still red? We're still down 0.3%, and the NQ is still down 0.57%. And what? That's a precipitous drop. Let's be careful on the longs, everybody. Be careful if you're taking a long. That big dip right there was somebody exiting the market. Exiting the market. Let's go ahead and check news. Let's not get blindsided here. We had a Fed speaker in there somewhere. Where was he at? 9 a.m. Okay, he didn't really do anything to the market. Okay, what's next? Okay, 10 a.m. ISM Services Index coming up. 10 a.m. 5 minutes. 5 and 5. Okay, fractal down now. So no longs until we get some sort of. Remember, the best way to find a long down on a draw on liquidity is when time is on your side, right? It's very hard to just trade the V bottom. Zoop. As much as we would love to catch the bottom on a V, folks, that is not plus EV over 10,000 trades. There's other trades that identify plausible bottoms better. I'm down with steak and eggs. VWAP 42. 200 simple on your 2-minute chart is 35.75. And from what I see on the tape, 46 seller. All you can eat. Kind of. In hindsight, right? Now, 55. What an exit. Yo. You guys are too good. You guys are too good. He said 55 fault. Be right back. Breakfast. Oh. Good. Okay, now remember, no longs, right? Because that flush, that big red bar took out all of the green. News coming 2 minutes. Sitting at the VWAP. And 5 seconds till news. First move was an uptick. Don't forget to smash that like button. Here's the deal. I wish I had a really cool thing that said, "Oh, we should have taken a trade down there." Folks, that's not no. Nice. That's a nasty bar on the 15-minute. Yucky, yucky, fam. Yucky, yucky. For the longs, be careful. Be careful. Okay, back to the pivot. 3580, 3575 is your 200 simple on your 2-minute chart. I think we're going to go straight to it. They're going to run some pivot long stops. Here they go. There's the first set of stops ran. There's the first set. Here comes the second set down to the 37 Mancini. Okay, here it comes. Boom, Mancini to Mancini. We just went Mancini, 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 37, 56, 37. How does the guy do it? How does he do it? Your volume profile is what, fam? Nobody knows? Uh-oh. Well, if you took a long and you lost money, yeah, well. Skew left or skew right? Which one are we? And it's very obvious. Notice I wasn't talking about going long. No, right, there's the context. Context. I'll take you to church. Okay, we're at the edge of value around 36. $33.75. Oh. Yeah, there it is. If you would have shorted the close of the green bar with your stop right above it, you could have just hit first target. Great job. Great job, Velkin. See you tomorrow, buddy. Smash that like button on your way out. I got to scam you somehow, buddy. All right, first big volume bar, 32. We've got 1,800 times at 32. Right at lower Keltner, right at the 20 period, the 200 period simple moving average. Stop is massive. Whoa. 7 points. 7-minute abs. So that would put you at 43 on the upside. Yeah, that's a lot of risk on a big down bar reversal 15-minute. That makes it really tough. That kind of makes it look like a short. That's tough. Lower Keltner. Yeah, we're watching to see if they reclaim it, right? That's the gist of it. I like that statement, G. And yes, there's a skew. Yep, I agree. Okay, we know someone lifted it at 32. So here's how I have it drawn. That's why I was saying 43, right? I have no trades on. The 15-minute just wiped out all green. So no. So really we're just watching the order block on the 15-minute chart, fam. So mark that out on your charts. But pay attention. The order block by definition is the lowest closing block of the series. Pay attention, it's not the big red one. Right? So we're watching the perfect area. How many of you have got that marked out on your 15? It's very important. This goes right in line with what I was saying before. It's very, very hard to just grab the bottom on a V-shaped bottom. But when you use time, right, it slowly works its way back, and then the moving averages change, and then, right, you see where we're going with this, and it changes, right? Big stop on the G-Man short. Big stop. So I'm not going to take it. You would have a 5 3/4 point stop. You would have a 6-point stop. No, you'll hear my orders. So no trades for me. You'll see it on my screen. No trades. Show me Claritin. Who posted the Claritin just a minute ago? I'm gonna spam some Claritin to keep myself occupied. Everybody, let's see your Team Green. Team Green, let's see the Claritin bottles. It'll keep you from thinking that you are so good at trading you can short this. Right? Because you're on lower. Look, there's confluence. This is the confluence I was talking about earlier where I was looking for a long. Do you remember? Okay. It was going to be 37 Mancini, lower Keltner, at the time, VWAP. I remember. Oh, did they just pinprick the shorts? Oh. I'm not taking a trade. I'm being theatrical. Dramatic. Oh. There it was. There it was. Next target coming. 43 coming. Think of a mosquito. When we say pinprick, right, liquidity draw, right, that's a sell side liquidity draw that just happened right there. That, right, folks, that would be an external sell side liquidity draw, right, folks? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Now think about what we just did there, right? I had you guys spam the Claritin bottle instead of short right there. Because there's your stop. They blink. Oh. Yep. This is not Claritin. 15-minute filter watches and wealth. We trade the 15-minute. We enter on the 2. Ooh, I like that actually, G. Oh, it's so far away. Oh, is anyone long 38.75? I actually should have went long right there. 5.5 point stop. I like it. 44.25 is your target. Okay, folks, in hindsight, I got caught monologuing instead of pushing the button, right? I was like, remember I said, uh-oh, shorts. There's the pinprick. Okay, why didn't I go long at 38.75? Okay, look at how perfect the trade is. Look at this. Right, this is the big stop. You're like, all of us were talking about, oh, this is a big stop. So then we said, don't short here. We get the pinprick here. That gives us a great stop of 5.5 points. Boom, shaboom. Did anyone take it? Yes, you did. Great job. And yes, I'm looking at it in hindsight, right? Of course. Of course, if I miss the trade doesn't mean it's not a trade. We have to look at all these trades. All these trades. All these trades and all the chicken. And the location would have been lower Keltner, 200 simple. And yes, I would have only taken first target. Absolutely. Because look at your fractal on your 2-minute. Your 8 EMA and your price went through the 20, turning it down at the same time, right? Therefore time was on the side of price at that time, right? When it flipped red, that was the signal. Hey, be very, very careful if you take a long. First targets only. When you feel the most unsure is when it goes to the target. Because, Ryan, look at your 15-minute. They wiped out all of the hard work. You're playing the elephant bar short, right? 33.75 or whatever that number is. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just one trade, right? And it should be the same. It should be a less contract size because it's a larger stop. Yeah. Yep. Right. Perfect. I see it. Sitting on the pivot. All right, we're going to flip the coin, fam. There's really not a whole lot for me to say. It's going to be a heads is up, a tails is down. Here we go. It's tails. I can't short off of lower Keltner. It can only go up. But the 15-minute is yuck. Now, the 15-minute will look less yuck at for the longs because it's still bullish, right? But the candles are bearish. It will look less yuck if we go above 47 and close on the 15-minute chart. The volume profile has shifted. We are no longer top heavy. So now the question is, did they absorb all of the supply at 35s or not? Right, fam? So I would love for time to come into play and slowly, if I'm looking for a long, I would want time to come into play and I would want the moving averages to slowly turn up in my favor, right? That's what I mean by time is the vessel, okay? Because we have time and we have price. Sitting at VWAP. $40 VPOC, 40 pivot. 40s. I don't know what that means. Are they accumulating the 40s? Long or short? Sure. Yes. Long or short? Yes. That's confirmed. All right. If you took the long, you're starting to really get some profits here. It would be, the location would be lower Keltner, Mancini, 200 simple moving average. This bar would have to close above 47. On the 15-minute bar, you have 6 minutes. That's a long time. 6 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. Draw your low to low trend line. Get it out of your brain and put it on the chart. It's a beauty, but it's not my A plus 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 7. G. You know what I'm saying? It's a beauty. I like it. It pinpricked him very nicely. Right here, Joey. Yeah, I don't agree with shorting an elephant bar down through lower Keltner on range days when the 15-minute is straight up in the air. That doesn't make any sense. That logic doesn't compute with me. That's a negatory on that one, Commander. Mm-hmm. Okay, 4 minutes. 4 minutes, Slim Shady, you're on. Over under, in my opinion, 47 on the 15-minute chart. It's got to have some girth, right? 46s are the decision point on the tail bar. Okay, but I need it to be above it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the 5-minute would have created the stop, and if the 5-minute doesn't create the stop, there's no trade. Vault. Vault. When you're not next to me. Okay, now do they fill the holes back in on the volume profile? 4150, 44, and 47. Do they create a bell? Top side of value, 48s. 48s. So now, on the 2-minute chart, we have a potential banger setting up. If we're following the 15-minute chart, what's setting up on the 2-minute chart, fam? At 48.75, what's heating up? Ooh, big move in the bonds, fam. Big move in the bonds. Let's go. Falling apart in front of me, can't you see? Had to get some vocal stimming out there. Sorry. X marks the spot at 48.75, Joey. Hmm.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
So the next trade that's in position 1 on a pullback that gives us a small draw on liquidity on the 2-minute chart is probably pretty plausible, right? And so then how do we move it into the upper 90 percentile of success? G-Man, would you like to answer that question? He's only going to answer this one time. Andy, you spelt flat wrong. Learn to spell, dude. So 48.75 is the over-under on this whole entire thing, folks. And then we're watching the low-to-low trend line that I have drawn, right? So then if you intersect the low-to-low trend line with the 48.75, that gives you an X marks the spot, fam. Ooh. Okay, 42 was the large volume node before we dipped. Ryan, they needed your one contract, buddy. They needed your one contract. Like, where's that guy's one? Just what yeah, Ryan, that's what it feels like, right? So it's the game. Yep. I love it. Because you're using money management. I love it. At which by the way, folks, is one thing that we make very apparent on the first session as to how to derive the exact use of money management. The exact to your situation, not just a cookie cutter number. So what I need to take this next trade, right, is not just the G here, right? Not just the G here. I need the LTD to fire off right at the same level as the G, right? I want my green overtakes red to fire off where the red overtakes green makes G go long. Does that make sense? I'm not going to draw it on the chart. David A has fired under 44s. Who got closest to under 44 long as you could? Once that thing turned green, it was like, okay. See it? Yes, it looks like a Charlie Foxtrot. That's what they want you to believe. Right, fam? Watch out shorts. Great job, Eric. Eric, before you leave, you need to hit the David A emote. You have to stay frosty, fam. Yes. 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 Let's go. $48.75 is the over-under. Draw it out on your chart. The removal has not been breached. I actually have it drawn just a little bit incorrectly. The stop is $33.75. So it's a 15-point stop, so you'd be going for some 63.75s. Okay, I'm going to post this to Twitter. So now it's going to be eternal, folks. If I'm wrong, okay, I'm going to be the biggest scammer on Twitter. All right? I will be the biggest scammer on Twitter. I see it. Gee, I see it. That's what I was shaking my head for. I see it. I love it. I love it. Now remember, this could come back and test a couple times. Now, G, do you see how if we would have gotten a green overtakes red at 47.75 or right around there, do you see the freaking power of that? It is almost a 100% success rate. You guys can test it out. G-Man's going to test it out over the next few days. Folks, you're going to see what the heck we're talking about. It is absolutely out of this world because it's confluence. And I want to remind everyone, this works on any time frame. It works on any time frame. Okay? And don't make it complicated. Yeah, but Rev, what's the no. No. Position 1, pull back, 8 EMA, trap, go. Go. 63.75. There's absolutely no way it goes to 63.75. I put it on Twitter to be the biggest scammer on Twitter. I'm the biggest scammer to ever have 3 write-ups by the Honorable Dr. Dean Hanley. So, okay, so Jean-Luc Trader says, can you comment on the red candle of 9:42 a.m. on the 2-minute chart? How it was a pivotal in shape since the wick came from the bottom. 9:42. I wait. Okay, so in context, I'm at Upper Keltner. I am sidelines because I've already hit targets. The first, right? Without even thinking about what the candle is. Then as we move into the candlesticks, okay, this tells me to hang on a minute here. Hold on. Okay. And it says no longs. Okay. Then when we get price red bar through 8 EMA and it turns red, it's absolute hands off on the longs. The reason I don't say any sort of shorting is the 15-minute is fractal to the upside. Position 1, we are only taking longs. So the only longs that we could have taken after this slice and dice is after we have moved back away from the lower Keltner and found some sort of support. Great question. Absolutely wonderful question. It was bearish, it was bullish until we started to turn the 8 EMA. Great question. And remember context. Great question. Yeah. Now, remember, these removal trades, just because we're drawing it out on the 2-minute chart, it could take hours to play out. Right? So keep that in mind. And because we're narrow range, can it get to 63 without a lot of time moving it in that direction? Great job, everybody. The trade that I was looking for did not fire. I want my green overtakes red that you see in the game plan, right? That just like you see in all the videos that we've been taking. Okay, I want that in direct relation to where the old me took a red over green. If we can get them almost the same price, it's almost a 100% success rate. In context. So if you're in anywhere, right? Those of you that are like, okay, so how do I get a distant target? I've always wondered, how do I trail? How do I get a distant target? Okay, if you're in anywhere long down here and you've got a runner, okay, your runner is your removal 1-to-1. Perfect, right? If you want to learn exactly what context is, that is explained on the first session, almost in the very, very beginning. No. It's explained in the last 15 minutes of it, and then you get a whole bunch of work to do on it. I apologize. It on minute 16, you learn about it. Minute 46. What the hell am I talking about? After 45 minutes of me blabbing, right? I am not trading up here, folks. Not yet. A lot of volume at 54 on the tape. Nick unloaded the dumpster. The dumpster. Rim shot. Yeah, that's a good entry, G. I like it. I really like it because it's right where old you would have just impulse shorted, right? Am I saying that correctly? Okay, I want to make sure that we're on the same page because folks, the only way that he found the trades, right, was looking at what, and I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm talking about process of elimination. He was trying to mimic what I was doing, right? Because that's what most people do. They find a trader. Oh, this guy. Okay, it looks like this guy's doing good. Okay, so then what happens is he mimics it and he screws it up. But he documents how he screws it up. Your edge in trading is not what people say it is on YouTube, okay? Your edge in trading is knowing when not to trade, when not to trade. So when you come aboard with me and I show you some information to grab, I'm going to show you how to collect the information that shows you where not to trade. Okay. Everybody is too busy looking for where to trade. I cannot be clear enough on that statement. Okay. The 304 unique first-time sessions that I've had, okay, 300 of them have found out. Mart, in the past 6 months, has there been any time? Watch this answer, folks. And I'm not, this isn't like, hey, I'm going to ask you a question. Give me the answer first. Mart, has there been any time in the past 6 months where this thing that we call learning how to day trade has made you want to cry? Okay, good. So now, everybody, let's congratulate Mart because that's what it takes to get there. That's what it takes to get there, guys. That's what it takes. You only see it, and this sounds weird, but because we're all stubborn and we all want to be alpha, female, male, whatever. Okay, alphas don't make it in this game at first. Okay, just because you've been successful as a lawyer or a doctor or a nurse, okay, or you've opened 17 successful businesses, that don't mean squat in the world of trading. Okay, the formula for success in trading is not the same as the formula for success as being an alpha business person. It's not the same. The business aspect is the same, but the way that the revenue is created is different. That's the best way that I've ever said it. That's the best way that I've ever heard it being said. The revenue isn't created by creating action like it is in business, where you just go out and you create the action, you make the sale, you create the client, and you push through. That's not how this works. It's the exact opposite of it. It's how patient can you wait for that wholesale price. It is all about how patient can you wait for that retail price. Those of you that have had a call with yesterday, you know who you are. Are you patient enough to wait for that price? I had lots of calls yesterday. It was great. It was fun. Okay, get on my schedule, folks. And no, I'm not going to stop harassing you about it. Sorry. It's what you pay me to do. I'm sorry. So 48.75 is the over-under. Ask yourself, did they find the buy-side liquidity that they needed if they're going to take this lower? And that would be at 48.75 and above, right? That's how we have it drawn. Okay. On the other side of it, let's go to the sell side liquidity. This is why I'm looking at it. The removal has to have a draw on liquidity to make it a removal. So if we go here, did they get all the sell side liquidity that they wanted here? Okay. Here's the deal. We don't know the answer. We're waiting for the answer to be given. Answer giveth. Let's go. So Miss Robin, you're done then, right? And we'll see you tomorrow. And you're to walk away. Hit the stay frosty. Hit the stay frosty, and I'll see you tomorrow. Miss Robin, remember we talked about visualizing. Do you remember? Of course you remember. It was yesterday. See ya. When you hit 20 points twice, what do you do? And how do you shape that trader that you're trying to be in the future? By starting right now. Okay? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah, no more procrastinating. You are not allowed to use trading as your avoidance technique. Oh, sorry. Get to work. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, that's going to do it for me, too. Beautiful. If I'm going to take another long after the stream, I'll be over in the Discord for a while, hanging out. I want them to answer whether this is the draw on liquidity or not. This would be a beautiful liquidity grab if this is the liquidity draw level. If it's not, they're just going to take these fools to the cleaners that are trying to sell into this weakness, into this strength. Excuse me. We're in first position on the 15-minute and the 2-minute, so there would be no shorting. We'll see everyone over in the Discord. Thanks.